Okay students, in this segment we will discuss about the mode of DNA replication. As we know that the DNA replication is a process in which the DNA is duplicated. Why it is important that DNA should be duplicated? Because all the organisms contain the genetic information in the form of DNA and it should be transformed to the next generation. And before it is before cell divide, it is important that it contain the DNA which it contain should be duplicated before the cell divide, and one copy of that DNA keeps the parental cell, and one copy of that DNA is transferred to the next cell or the daughter cell. But in early 50s, it was not clear about the way, or we say the mode of DNA replication. So there was some presumptions that how the DNA has been replicated and what kind of DNA replication has been taken place. But one scientist, Stell and Michelson, performed an experiment to prove that DNA replication is a semi-conservative method. So, because there were three models, or the three versions of the replication was given by different scientists. What are these three versions? That the conservative replication was one of the model, which shows that how the DNA replicates and how one DNA duplicate and gives the two DNAs. In this model, DNA replication results in one molecule that consists both the original DNA strand. What happened here? That the newly formed DNA contains contains the complete both original DNA strands, which is originally identical to the original DNA molecule, and another molecule that consists two new strands, that is exactly the same sequence with the original strand, but they are completely newly synthesized nucleotides, which are the copy or fingerprints of the other molecule. But this conservative replication type of mode was not satisfying all the properties of the DNA, or it was not proved by the experiments, so this was rejected. Then another model was given about the replication is the dispersive replication. In this dispersive model, DNA replication results in two molecules, that is the mixture, or we can say it is a hybrid of DNA molecule of parental as well as newly synthesized DNA. So there we can see some patches of color. These color patches shows that some fragment of DNA is parental and some fragment are newly synthesized. So each individual strand is a patchwork of original and new DNA. It is the dispersive, and it was again not proved by the experimentally, it was a model only, so then again it was rejected. Then third model was given, that the semi-conservative replication. So according to this model, what happened, that before replication both the strands are unwind and one parental strand give its complementary copy, or complementary strand is synthesized. So the two DNA molecule which are formed from the result of the semi-conservative mode, one contains the one strand is parental and the another strand is newly synthesized. So this mode of replication was proved by the experiments, or the major experiment was done by the Michelson and Stell experiment. what Michelson and Stell did, they grown the bacteria in N15 culture. What is N15? It is the isotope of nitrogen. Basically, in normal condition, N14 is present in nature, which is contained in the DNA nitrogenous bases. But Michelson and Stell grown the bacteria colony in the medium containing the N15 nitrogen. So when this DNA replication or the duplication of DNA process will occur in this medium, the bacteria will use the N15 nitrogen source for their nucleotide synthesis, and this nucleotide will be incorporated in their DNA. So for the after first round of replication, this colony was centrifuged into the cesium chloride density gradient centrifuged, and there was a band observed. A band was observed at the bottom of the tube. Okay. After some time, these cells were transferred to the nitrogen 14 medium and grow for one generation. So it will take approx 20 minutes to doubling the cell size, or to divide cell. E. coli takes 20 minutes approx. So after one generation, cells were transferred to the N14 medium, and again they were centrifuged into the cesium chloride density gradient centrifugation machine, and here we found the band upside from the previous one. Okay, so if we see the density gradient centrifuged, the band position shows the weight, band position observed on the basis of their weight. If some band is present in it at the lower position, it shows the heavy, and if some present at the upper position, it shows that it is the lighter one. So after this condition, we got a hybrid DNA band here, and then the colony, E. coli colony, were grown for the second generation, second round of replication, and then again the sample were taken and centrifuged into the cesium chloride density gradient centrifugation machine, and we found the three bands here. One band is like the previous one, and the another band is the lightest one and found at the upper position. So three separate bands were found on the basis of their position, or on the basis of their weight. So it is the original. So the experiments or the results of experiment proved that these different bending pattern only can be found when original DNA is separated out, and one strand is newly synthesized and one is parental DNA, and the second round of replication, one strand is hybrid, one strand is completely newly synthesized DNA. So these are the all experimental results which were proved by this Michel and Stell experiment. So what the Michelson and Stell experiment proved? That the DNA replication is semi-conservative process in which each DNA strand serves as a template for the synthesis of a new strand, and it producing the two new DNA molecules, each with one new strand and one older strand, and this process of replication is known as semi-conservative replication.